So now let's solve this composite function. This is number 1. If f of s equals 1 plus 2x, that is, we know that f of s is 1 plus 2s, and g of s is equals to 1 over 1 plus s. So we want to find f of g of half. Question mark. So f of g of half. First, you have to do g of half. So anything you get, you will now put it inside f of s. So that's how you will do it. First step, do g of half. Then any result you get, put it in f of s. So now let's see. So I'll do g of half first. So g of half means anywhere you see s in g of s, see our g of s here. So anywhere you see x in g of x, you are going to substitute 1 over 2. And then bring the 2 together. So this is g of x is equals 1 over 1 plus x. So what is now g of 1 over 2? So it means x is equals to 1 over 2. So substitute, we have 1 over 1 plus 1 over 2. Remember, this 1 is over 1. Any number that stands alone is divided by 1. So g of half, anywhere you see x in g of x, put half. So now 1 over 1 plus half. So this is the same thing as 1 divided by. So instead of writing this divide, then see it here, 1 divided by. So now for this denominator, find the LCM. LCM here is 2. So that is 1 and 2. So LCM is 2. So how many 1 can you see in 2? That's 2. Then 2 times 1, 2. Plus how many 2 can you see in 2? 1. Then 1 times 1, 1. So this is 1 divided by 3 over 2, which will be 1 times 2 over 3. Anytime division change to times, the denominator will go up, then the numerator will come down. So as you see it here, so 1 times 2 over 3. So that means I have found g of half like that. So g of half is 2 over 3. So I have known my g of half now is equals to 2 over 3. So now that you know g of half, so let's do f of g of half. You get the pattern, you do this one first, so the result will put it in f of s. So now let's show that part. So let's do g of half. Now this g of half will now becomes 2 over 3. Then f of g of half is now f of 2 over 3, as in because g of half is now 2 over 3. Remember that your f of s is equals 1 plus 2x. So that means f of 2 over 3 will be 1 plus 2 bracket. So anywhere you see s, you put 2 over 3. So 1 plus 2 brackets x, that is 2 bracket 2 over 3. Any number that stands alone is over 1, like that. So f of 2 over 3 now is 1 over 1 plus, now 2 times 2, 4. divided by 1 times 3, 3. So like that. So this will be LCM 3. So 1 in 3 is 3. 3 times 1, 3. Plus 3 in 3, 1. Then 1 times 4 is 4. 4. So that will be 7/3. So, and there is another trick. If you are doing fraction that involve 1 plus, for example, this is 1 plus 4/3. So the trick here, I'll just say one whole number 4/3. That is, I'll join it this way. So 1 times 3, 3 plus 4, 7. 7/3. Or you find the LCM. So that means f of 2/3 is 4/3. Like that. I'm sorry. 1 plus 4/3 is 7/3. So that means with this, we have already solved f of g of half, which is now 7/3. This. So that is the answer to that. 7/3. So let's see another question. So another one is, if f of s is equals 1 plus 2x again, and g of x equals 1/1 plus x. Find f of, that is, find f inverse of g inverse 2/3. So in this case, we are going to do inverse of f. We are also going to do inverse of g. So that is, we have f of s as 1 plus 2x given. G of s is given as 1/1 plus x. So you want to find f inverse g inverse of 2/3. So to do this, I have to do g inverse of 2/3 first. So any result I get there, I will now put it in f inverse of s. So first, let's do f inverse of s and also g inverse of x. So let me start with f inverse of x, because those are the two results that we need, not f of s. See what we are looking for, f inverse. So I told you to find inverse, change f of s, change it to y first. So if you change it to y, you now have 1 plus 2y. That is, f of s equals 1 plus 2x. Then you change f of s equals to y. So that is the only thing you change. Then y will be equals 1 plus 2x. Take note. So y will be 1 plus 2x. Now make s subject formula. That is, find x. To find x, you collect like terms. So this will be 2x. As in like this, you have y minus 1. That is, this one, bring it to this side. So if plus cross equality sign, it change to minus. That will be y minus 1 equals 2x. So now divide both sides by 2, because you are looking for x. So now divide both sides by 2. That means x is equals to y minus 1 divided by 2. So this x you find is now your f inverse of x. So f inverse of x is now x minus 1 divided by 2. So this y, you change it back to x. So we have known f inverse of x. So we'll take note of that. So here, f inverse of x, because that's what we need for now. F inverse of x is equal to x minus 1 divided by 2. Also, let's do g inverse of x. So to do g inverse of x, so we are going to start with g of x also. Now g of x, remember, is 1 over 1 plus x. So first, I said before you do anything, change the function, change it to y. So we now have 1 over 1 plus x. Now we want to make s subject formula. This is over 1. Now cross multiply. So we have y bracket 1 plus x is equals to 1. That is y times 1 plus x will give us this, equals to 1 times 1 is equals to 1. Now open bracket. So this will be y plus ys equals 1. So y times 1 is y. Again, y times x is ys equals 1. So collect like terms. Ys equals 1 minus y. So I'm taking y to the other side. So plus y will become minus y. And remember, I want to make s subject formula. So x will be equals 1 minus y divided by y. That is ys divided by y. Divide both sides by y. So x is equals to 1 minus y over y. Now anywhere you see y, replace it with x. So that means g inverse, g inverse of x is equals, so change this x to g inverse of x. So anywhere you see y, put x. So that will be 1 minus x divided by x. So that means I have found g inverse of x and also f inverse of x here. Now we can now answer this question. So we can now answer g inverse of 2 over 3 now. So what is g inverse of 2 over 3? So which is this? So anything we get here now, we'll put it inside f inverse of x. So let's do g inverse of 2 over 3 first. Since we've known g inverse of x, so that means x will be equals 2 over 3. So this will be 1 minus 2 over 3 divided by 2 over 3. So remember, this one is over 1. So from the numerator, find the LCM. LCM is 3. That is LCM of 1 and 3. 3. So now 1 in 3. 3 times 1, 3. That is this one in this 3. 3. Then 3 times 1, 3. Again, 3 in 3, 1. Then 1 times 2, 2. That is minus 2 divided by, instead of this divide, so I'm writing this divide, divided by 2 over 3. So this will be 1 over 3 because 3 minus 2 is 1, divided by 2 over 3. So this will be 1 over 3 times 3 over 2. Anytime division change to times, this one will go up, 2 will come down. So 3 will go up, 2 will come down as shown. So 3 we cancel 3. So that is 1 over 2. So that is 3 here 1, 3 here 1. So 1 times 1, 1 divided by 1 times 2, 2. So that means G inverse of 2 over 3 is 1 over 2. So let's take note of that. So G inverse of 2 over 3 is equals to 1 over 2. So now the next thing is to find, I know my F inverse of S already. So this is what we are actually looking for. F inverse G inverse of 2 over 3. Now G inverse of 2 over 3 is 1 over 2. So that means the question becomes F inverse. So instead of writing G inverse of 2 over 3, you see the result here, that is 1 over 2. So now be F inverse of 1 over 2. So that is what we are looking for now. F inverse of 1 over 2. So now if you look at this F inverse of 1 over 2, we have found F inverse of X also. It means X is equals to 1 over 2. So now anywhere you see X here, put 1 over 2. So that is 1 over 2 minus 1 divided by 2. So this is the same thing as half minus 1. So but I can actually show the LCM. So if we show the LCM, we have 1 over 2 minus, remember this is over 1. Any number that stands alone is over 1. So LCM is 2. 2 and 1. So now 2 in 2, that is 1. Then 1 times 1, 1. So that is 1 minus 1 in 2, 2. Then 2 times 1, 2. Divided by 2 over 1. This divide is this. So divided by 2 over 1. So 1 minus 2, that is minus 1 over 2 divided by 2 over 1. So anytime division change to multiplication, the denominator will go to numerator, numerator will come to denominator. So this is the same thing as minus 1 over 2 times 1 over 2, that is 1 will go up, 2 will come down. 1 over 2. So now multiply minus 1 times 1 is equals to minus 1 divided by 2 times 2. So that is 4. So answer is minus 1 over 4. So that means we have already solved F inverse G inverse of 2 over 3 to be minus 1 over 4. So that is the answer. So now number 3. Number 3, given the function f of s equals 5x minus 2, find f inverse of minus 1. So find f inverse of minus 1. So first, to find f inverse of minus 1, we have to know f inverse of x. first. So now from the question, we know that f of s is equals to 5x minus 2. So remember, I said if you want to find inverse, change the function first. Change the function f of s, change it to y. So that means y equals 5x minus 2. Now make s subjects formula. Collect like terms. So this will be y plus 2. So that is this 5s now will be there. Then this minus 2 will come to this side to becomes plus. Now I want to make x subject formula. So like this. So now divide both sides by 5 because you are looking for x. So divide both sides by 5. So x equals y plus 2 divided by 5. So now change this your x now to f inverse of x. So all this y will now change to x. That is s plus 2 divided by 5. So I found f inverse of x like this. Then I can now do f inverse of minus 1. So if you compare the two, it means x is now minus 1 from f inverse. So this x will be minus 1. Anywhere you see x, put minus 1. So that will be minus 1 plus 2 divided by 5. So f inverse of minus 1. So what is minus 1 plus 2? That is 1. So over 5. So the answer is 1 over 5. Now number 4. Number 4. Given. So question 4. Given the mapping f of x is equal to 7x plus 2. So determine f of half. Sorry, f of minus half. So given f of x is equal to 7x minus 2. So like I said, before you solve any question at all, for inverse, you have to change the function f of s to y. So that means y is equal to 7s minus 2. Sorry, the real question is 7s plus 2. So 7s plus 2. So y will be equal to 7x plus 2. Now make x subject formula. So we have y minus 2. So this plus 2 will come here to become minus 2 is equals to 7s. So divide both sides by 7 because we are looking for x. So that means x is equals to y minus 2 divided by 7. So change this x now to f inverse of x. So which is now x minus 2 over 7. So you change this y to x. So now what is f inverse of minus 1 over 2? So anywhere you see x here now, put minus 1 over 2 because we know our f inverse now. So this will be minus 1 over 2 minus 2 over 1 then divided by 7. So this is it. So any number that stands alone is always over 1. So now find the LCM of the numerator. Yeah. So that will be LCM is 2. So now 2 into 1. Then 1 times minus 1. That is minus 1. plus, sorry, minus 1 minus 1 in 2, that's 2. 2 times 2, that's 4, divided by 7 over 1. So this 7. So divided by 7 over 1. So this will be minus 5 over 2. Because minus 1 minus 4 is minus 5. Minus 5 over 2 divided by 7 over 1. So now anytime division change to times, so we have minus 5 over 2 times 1 over 7. So if division change to times, denominator will go to numerator, numerator will come to denominator. So now this will be minus 5 over 14. That is minus 5 times 1, minus 5. And 2 times 7, 14. So answer is minus 5 over 14. So but in the option we don't have minus 5 over 14. Yeah, maybe is the option. So let me quickly check the question roughly. So y equals 7s plus 2. Y minus 2 equals 7s. S is y minus 2 over 7. So f inverse of x is equals s minus 2 over 7. So that is s is now minus half. I've solved, so I just want to check roughly to be sure. So that is minus 5 over 2 divided by 7 over 1. So minus 5 over 2 times 1 over 7. So the answer is minus 5 over 14. So the options, none of the above. For number 4 I'm doing here. So but that's the answer. Then let's see another question, the number 5. So let's see number 5. So I'll just do 1 to 6. So let me do number 5. Given f of x equals 2x squared and g of x equals 3x plus 1. Compute f of g of 2. So to do this, so we know that f of s is equals to 2s squared. G of s is equals to 3s plus 1. So now f of g of 2. So first I have to find g of 2. So I have to do g of 2 first. So you know g of x is 3s plus 1. So g of 2 now means anywhere you see s put 2. So that will be 3 bracket 2 plus 1. So g of 2 equals 3 times 2, 6 plus 1. G of 2 equals 7. So now that we know g of 2 is 7. So this f of g of 2 will now becomes f of 7. This because g of 2 is 7, so it's now f of 7. But note that f of s is 2s squared. So what is now f of 7? So anywhere is s, put 7. So this will be 2 brackets 7 squared. That is 2 brackets 49. So 2 times 49 is 98. So that's the answer for that. That's 98. So number 6. Number 6. If f of x is equals to 3, if f of s equals 2 over 3 bracket 2 minus 7x, where s is not equals to 2 over 7, find f inverse of x. Now what this means is that s is not equals to 2 over 7, because if s is 2 over 7, this denominator will be 0, and if denominator is 0, that is undefined. So they are just telling us that s is not this, but it doesn't affect our inverse, that is, we'll just do our inverse. So this is just a caution that 2 over 7 is not part of the domain. So now, given f of x equals 2 over 3 bracket 2 minus 7x. So like I said, to find the inverse of a function, so you change the f of s, you change it to y. So that means y equals 2 over 3 bracket 2 minus 7s. So our next target now is to make s subject formula. So this is the same thing as y equals 2 over, open the bracket, 3 times 2, 6, minus 3 times 7, 21. That is 6 minus 21x. This y is over 1. Now cross multiply. So we cross multiply, you have y times 6 minus 21x equals 2. That is 1 times 2, 2. So y times this. So open the brackets, y times 6, 6y, minus 21 times y, 21xy is equals to 2. Now we are looking for x. So take this minus 21xy, take it to the other side. So we have 21xy. So then bring this to here, equals 6y minus 2. Remember, we are looking for x. So now to find x here, divide what you have beside s. Divide both sides by 21y. So that 21y will cancel 21y. So we can now have the result. So divide both sides by 21y. So you now have x is equals 6y minus 2 divided by 21y. So change that your x now to f inverse of x. So and anywhere you see y, change it to x. So this will be 6s minus 2 divided by 21x. So that is the inverse of x in this case. So the other one here, okay, let me do number 7 and stop on number 7. two functions f and g is defined two functions f and g are defined on the set R of real numbers by f of s equals s squared minus 2x minus 1 and g of x is equals x minus 1. Find the value of x for which f of s equals g of s minus 2. So now if you look at the question, this is what we want to look for. Find the value of x for which f of s is equals g of x minus 2. And remember, in the question we already know f of s as s squared minus 2s minus 1. We also know g of x as s minus 1. So to now find the value of s for which f of s equals g of s minus 2, that means f of s, that is s squared minus 2s minus 1, is equal to g of s minus 2. So g of s is s minus 1, then minus 2. So like that. So we now have s squared minus 2s minus 1 equals s minus 3. So minus 1 minus 2, that is minus 3. Now bring all this value in to set up the quadratic equation. So s squared minus 2s minus 1, you know this plus s, if it's crossed it becomes minus, and this minus 3, if it's crossed it becomes plus. So everything will be equals 0. So now which one can we add together? So we have s squared minus 2x minus 1x, that's minus 3s. Again, minus 1 plus 3, that's plus 2, equals 0. So this is now quadratic equation. So I have used short method to solve quadratic equation. Go and watch the video on quadratic equation for beginner. So now here you need to find products and sum. So how to find product? You multiply the first term by the last term. 1s squared times 2. If you go and watch the video, so you will understand better. So multiply the first and the last, that is 2s squared. While the middle number is the sum, minus 3. So what are the two numbers that if you multiply you get 2, if you add you get minus 3? So the two numbers are minus 2 times minus 1. So minus 2 times minus 1 is plus 2, but minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. So that means the two numbers are minus 2 and minus 3. So based on the short method I explained in this, that is in quadratic equation, go and watch the video. The coefficient of s there is 1. So you will now divide the two numbers by 1. Then s will be equals, change this minus to plus 2, or s is equals plus 3. Change this also. So go and watch the short method. So but let us now factorize normal. So this will be s squared minus 2s minus x equals 0. So this will be s squared minus 2x minus x minus 2 equals 0. So s is common, so x minus 2 minus 1 into s minus 2 equals 0. So we have s minus 2, s minus 1 equals 0. So go and watch the video on quadratic for beginner, so you understand everything on quadratic. So we now have s minus 2 equals 0, or s minus 1 equals 0. So that means s is equals to 2, or s is equals to 1. So it's the same as the short method. So the answer is, in the option we wrote 1 first, so that is 1 or 2. Any number can come first. So that's it.